You got to look at it from two standpoints. There is the theory, then there's reality. The theory is that every person is going to do the right thing for themselves. The reality is we all are instant gratification people. We try do what makes sense for the now. I try to remove that variable because, like everybody else, we all want nice, shiny things. When you give a person access to all of their funds, typically they will use it. What they tend to forget is at some point in time, the future will become the present. And when that happens, we want them to be prepared. It's very unlikely, or very uncommon rather, very uncommon for a person to be extraordinarily disciplined because we want to enjoy the nice things in life. We forget about future us. So I like to structure things in a way that prioritizes your future, knowing it will become the present, but still giving you a bit in the short run to say thank you for your, say thank you to yourself. And what I mean by that is I typically structure 90% of my clients' investments all around retirement funding. And I do it for two reasons. One, I've seen far too many times how all of our parents can't retire comfortably, how we as the next generation typically have to fund our parents. And it's unfortunately very, very normal in this country. Try to get around that. SARS rewards the client for investing in their future. So to give you an idea, most people try to pay off their bonds quicker. They have the idea that they should put an extra certain percentage of their money into their bond, call it R1,000 a month for the sake of this discussion. R1,000 a month, extra payment into their bond, they'll pay it off in, for the sake of argument, 3 years earlier. The problem is access. Because you have access, you typically will take advantage of that and they will pull the money and they will use it for something else, if not all of it, some of it. You got to understand is to get that R1,000 extra into your bond as a 45% taxpayer, it actually costs you 1,800 odd rand, just over. So in order to get extra money into your bond, you need to pay nearly double. And when, of course, I'm talking about PAYE taxes. To get 1,000 rand a month extra into your retirement annuity, you do tax-free, also gross tax-free, and it is, well, as I said, a tax-deductible investment. When a person invests the money into the retirement annuity, they're paid straight out of their pre-tax salary, saving them essentially, in this case, 45% of their money. Now, once that investment has run into their RA, knowing it has actually run off their net of tax money, they've got a tax credit with SARS. So at financial year end, they will get that 45% back. When they get that money back as a lump sum, a large 12-month compounded lump sum, they can take that and redirect that money into some type of short-term goal, like paying off a bond faster or like settling a car faster. So you actually get a reward for waiting. You still get nearly 50% of your money back in the short run whilst prioritizing your retirement funding and prioritizing future you. People are very, very different, but yet we are all very much the same in that we all have the same goals. We all want to go on holiday. We all want to pay off debt. We all want to look after our families. So what's really crucial to understand is that it doesn't matter what you do with this money, so as long as you stick to your plan. So if my client says to me, I want to pay my child's school fees every single year, cash up front, I do not want that to become part of my monthly expenses. It's perfectly fine. We will structure their lives going forward that their tax rebates will be focusing on education. This frees up expenses or frees up cash flow on a monthly basis to be redirected to other places. But of course, you could do this backwards and rather say, I'm happy to keep paying the school fees, but I don't want to fund my holidays. Or I'm happy to fund my holidays, but I don't want to fund my bond being paid off quicker. What matters is find a plan, find a planner that understands your plan, and stick to it.